Dear traders, let us review the economic events of the past week. Last week, trading sessions were quite volatile on the Forex market. However, the US dollar index didn't change much by the end of the week. Perhaps it was caused by the low investment activity due to American public holiday Thanksgiving Day. Thus, stocks traded sideways for fourth week in a row. On Tuesday, the second estimate of the US third quarter GDP was revised upward, and data showed retail sales in October rose. Despite the positive data, the dollar strengthening was insignificant. The macroeconomic data released on Wednesday were mixed. The US dollar index declined. Investors were disappointed with the slowdown in the real estate market on the backdrop of slight increase in initial jobless claims. In general, the conditions were ripe for the US dollar index correction when the help arrived in the form of significant positive news from OPEC. On Thursday, its members decided against reducing oil output despite falling prices. In 3 days, the price of black gold plunged about $10 per barrel in the United States. Of course, it bolstered the dollar as cheaper energy reduces costs for the US economy. In our opinion, the most important event of the current week on the Forex market will be the Friday release of US labor market data for November. The tentative forecasts are positive. Investors expect the employment to be kept at high level and a significant number of jobs to be maintained in the US. Note that the ADP report on the labor market will be released on Wednesday, initial claims on Thursday. These statistics will come out ahead of official reports and may affect the markets. Also, a decrease in trade deficit for US in October is expected to be reported on Friday. This is another positive factor for the dollar. Important data on inflation and unemployment were released in EU last week, but they coincided with forecasts and didn't affect the euro. A similar situation may repeat this week. The EU third quarter GDP will be published on Friday. It is expected that the third quarter GDP growth will be equal to the second quarter growth rate. However, we reckon that the euro may be affected not by statistics but by the statement of the ECB President Mario Draghi, who will speak after ECB's meeting on Thursday. Investors have been waiting for a long time for information about the start of the Eurozone quantitative easing program. Note that the meeting of the Bank of England will take place on Thursday and the meetings of the Reserve Bank of Australia and the Bank of Canada on Wednesday. This was all for the past week. See you next week.